G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So it's a lovely Sunday morning. You guys can't see my face. So just to top off the end of the week, this happened. I don't know if that's going to focus, but my Rode microphone melted. I can still get the charger in it, surprisingly, but I've got the receipt, so I'm going to contact Rode and see if I can get a replacement. I'm going to contact Rode and be 100% honest about how I charged it and find out whether it was my fault or the machine's fault. I'm really hung up on whether it's my fault or not. The technical side of it, if anybody's interested, the Rode microphone charged at 0.3 amps, but the charger I put it on was 2 amps. But I don't know if the mic should only draw 0.3 by itself or whether it's my fault for putting on a 2 amp. But the problem is, if it is my fault for putting on a 2 amp, I've never seen a charger that is as small as a 0.3 amp. I did a bit of Googling. I have to actually buy a specific block that's 0.3 amps. And the smallest one I can find in my house from like old Samsung S4s, like all of my old phones, the smallest one I can find is 1 amp, which is still 3 times bigger than what the microphone requires, if that is the case. If you know the answer to this question, please drop it below. Me and Blake's Quirks were looking up some shit last night, but we still couldn't find a clear answer, because the other thing is, Blake's Aquatics uses this microphone, so if that is the case, I really want to advise him on to get the right charger. So I really want to talk to Rode directly about whether I did something wrong or whether it's a faulty item. But anyway, let's go have a look at the 7-foot. Alright guys, so the 7-foot is full of water. I don't know if you can see the silicone here on the camera or if it's too small, but I got silicone all over the front glass. So we've got some super nice fish going in here. I was so torn on whether to just wait and record this video once I get the new fish, but I want to show the members the new fish first, because I haven't given the members much perks lately. They get their daily video, but I really want to give them first viewing of the new fish. I did show them on the live stream, just a photo, but besides that, you'll either need to dig through the live stream to see them, or the members will get to see them see them second. That sticky tape I used put shit all over this. The only thing this tank isn't going to do the new fish justice. Like it's an ugly tank. Let's get these sponge filters back out of the way. Oh, so you'll notice, did I mention it this morning? Yesterday I recorded a video and I was flustered about the broken microphone, and somehow I managed to turn the gain up. No, it was actually unrelated to the microphone breaking. So previously to the breaking, I managed to turn the gain up, and I don't know if you noticed in yesterday's video, the audio was horrible, and I even tried to like turn the audio down in the editor, and I couldn't. The clipping was already done. If you watched Saturday's video, you know. But so I thought this piece of glass here was actually attached to the tank, like covering a patch, or covering a crack. It turns out it's just floating in the water. Hang on, I'll put you guys on the tripod. I don't know, I don't think I've followed my 30 days of tripod rule. Was it 30 days? I can't remember how many days we were going for. But I can't reach it. Alright guys, do not put a 7x4x2 in your fish room with only a 200mm gap, because you can't reach the glass. Or you can't reach the bottom. This is the reason the bulkheads are in this tank, if you've been around a while, you kind of know. The reason was they were like 5 centimeters when I put them in here, and the idea was the 7x4 is so hard to access. I can just leave them in here to grow out, and I'll get like a long time of not having to catch them. Well, they grew out, and then yay, and then it became very difficult. I actually haven't pulled a mouthful of fish from them because the females are so hard to catch. Well, I think I did pull one mouthful, that was a lie, sorry. I had to turn all the lights off, close the door, and let the room go black, and then I caught them in the dark. That's my trick. If you've got a tank that's got like a lot of decor and you want to catch the fish without taking the decor out, wait till it's night time, catch them in the dark. I don't know what happened here, but I'll show you a piece. The blue plastic stuff, maybe we get some light on this situation. The blue plastic acrylic from out of the Stingray tank is in the bottom of this 7-foot for some reason. I'm not really sure why or how it got there. But it's there. I reckon we get it out today. This was going to be a video of me showing you will the 7-foot hold water, but obviously it's holding water. Oh, one thing I should have checked before I started making a mess is I wanted to make sure this corner was dead dry. Can you guys see? It is anyway. There would be water on that wood there if that was leaking. So normally when I do a tank, I'd smear that like that, and then I go with the plane blade and I clean that off. In this case, I'm just leaving it. I don't care if it looks a little bit shit that there's extra silicone on the outside, but it'll help me sleep at night. Oh, one thing, that bulkhead's leaking because you guys know I tried to get the standpipe out. I didn't get it out, but I loosened the bulkhead. Now the problem with that is I've moved all this out of the way. The bolt's under there, and I need like one of those monkey wrench things to tighten it, and I also need another person. So my mate Matt, a lot of Perth people will know Matt in the aquarium hobby. He's a plumber. He will have a device to tighten that, and I'm gonna need him. Hopefully he's comfortable with his sexuality, because I'm gonna have to get down on my knees and tighten that with him standing over the top of me, holding that pipe from spinning. So that should be a laugh. I might get it on camera, I might not, we'll see. The problem with that is, I want to explain this to you guys if you're doing bulkheads. So, you know, is it called a monkey wrench? I feel like you guys would be cringing because that's the wrong name for it. But that big plumber's wrench that can grab, because that thing there's like 60 millimeters. I'm not going to pull out an adjustable spanner that's going to fit it. Don't over tighten these. It's literally just if you're using a big tightening device, it's a light push, like just tighter than finger tight. And I'm speaking from experience here. See this one here? There's a crack there. I was actually tightening the bulkhead and I cracked the tank. So I'm not talking out of my ass, I'm talking from experience. Don't over tighten those. Obviously that's thicker glass than that, so I can probably go a bit tighter. You can see it's leaking at the moment, and it's the paint's only water based, so you can literally see the path that the water's taking. Alright guys, I gave it a pretty good clean. Give it a squeegee as well, I reckon. I need to squeegee all the tanks, but my squeegee, I put it down in a weird spot and it got a little crease in it, which makes it really shit. So I honestly think I might buy a good brand squeegee. I've obviously never bought cheap ones, but I'm sure there's like window cleaners watching or something that are like, buy a good one, buy a good one. And if you think that, comment below telling me to stop being an idiot and buy a good one. This one doesn't grab the water very well, but it seems to be doing alright there. But you get like a line in the middle. Oh, it's getting that tape residue off. That's on the inside. We can clean the inside with this. Why not? Check that out guys, I never thought of that. We can clean the inside of the tank with our squeegee, and then outside. Obviously the only thing is here I'm running risk of like getting shitty water, contaminating the tanks below, so I wouldn't do it if I was worried that there was an illness in the tank. This is actually pretty satisfying guys. If you've got a fish room that has glass, every fish room would have glass, or acrylic for that matter. It can be either. You'll know that cleaning the glass of the whole room, there's something about it. It just makes the whole room pop. And it makes the whole room brighter, especially this room, because I've got no ambient lights in this room, which makes it shit for filming YouTube, but it makes it wicked for getting footage of the fish. So it doesn't make it shit for YouTube, that was a bad call. It makes it not the best for filming my head on YouTube, but it makes it really good for filming the fish on YouTube. So you guys would rather look at the fish than my head, so I think it is advantageous for YouTube in this case. Alright guys, check it out, it's looking pretty smart. If you like put the camera there and you can't see the massive patches on the bottom of the tank, it looks good. I love those sponge filters, they're so cool. Kind of a credit to those sponge filters. That tank there, I haven't vacuumed that in like ever, and it had 40 Chromis in it and the bottom's not dirty, so testament to those sponge filters. They're absolute weapons. To be fair, they're rated for 1,000 litres each, and I've got 2 of them and the tank's only 1,000 litres, so it is like it is double the recommendation from the brand. What's the brand called? The XY something. If you want those filters guys, send a message on Facebook to Korean Pet Central, they'll hook you up. That's where they came from. I always get messages about where you can get them. Oh, I forgot something guys. Every Sunday I do it. I forget to feed the brine shrimp. And the problem with that is, it means that I don't have brine shrimp for tomorrow because I need 24 hours between them. That's alright, but Mondays is generally my day where they go without brine shrimp, because this is what happens. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning and I feed tomorrow morning at 5:30 AM. So just that few hours is too long. So that means there's only 19 hours until I'm feeding, and that's too short for the brine shrimp. They need minimum 24 hours, and when I'm working every day, I manage to keep that up. So it's only Mondays that I miss out. Oh, that's right guys, I was wrapping the video up. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button, and I'll see the members tomorrow. Peace out.